אוקיי, שלום. אוקיי, שלום לכם. מה נשמעתם על הרדיו הישראלי 107.1 FM? גילה לידתו, how are you?
Hi, I am so happy to be here.
Okay, one second. We're going to fix the microphone. Now we can hear you. Can you talk?
Yes, can you hear me?
No, still have a problem. One second. Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, I'm also engineer, so this is what I'm doing. Okay, how are you, by the way?
I am, as always, I'm so happy to be here.
So welcome to the AI segment. Every Thursday, 5:35. Today we are in 5:32, a little bit earlier. We're going to talk about AI. Before we start, I want to ask you a question. Tell me about agent. How can I use an agent? Because I don't know anything about it.
Okay, so actually that's one of the things that we're going to talk about today. Agents can be, can be really, really cool. They can do all kinds of amazing things, right? They're even now getting where you can have them make decisions. There are different tools to create agents. Claude is getting some really neat stuff with plugins and connectors so you can create agents, and you can do them more simply with really more complicated kind of custom GPTs. Some people can call those agents as well, when they can go through a few questions and answers and make decisions. But it's funny that you ask about that today, because have you heard about OpenClaw, Nissan?
No.
Okay, so OpenClaw is a platform now, and it offers a lot of capability for different types of agents, connecting to your smart lights at home and answering emails and all kinds of things like that. And agents can also connect to Slack or Gmail, different terminals, your CRMs, client relationship management tools. So it's really getting to the point where it's pretty infinite and endless. But the thing that I specifically wanted to talk to you about today with agents is the fact that this OpenClaw platform I was telling you about had some really intense security issues. And so I wanted to make sure that our listeners, as they're getting more sophisticated and interested in playing around and learning about agents, that they're really thinking about the security issues and taking some important steps. But OpenClaw, which I was saying is this platform, there are all kinds of crazy statistics about issues with it. The thing with the agents, and I don't know, since you asked me that question, Nissan, if you're really aware, but in a lot of cases, you have to give permissions, right, to connect to different things. Like if you wanted to read your email, you have to give it your email, right, passwords and things like that. So when you're giving these kinds of permissions and you have different AIs talking to each other, they can start going and doing some pretty crazy things.
I want to ask you a question. I'm sorry that I interrupt.
No, please.
Explain to me, agent that read emails, explain to me, I don't understand what's going on.
So you can basically set up AI to read your emails, to...
How AI can read my email? Explain to me. It's going to read it to me?
Well, you could, but in a lot of cases what people do is they have the different connectors. They might use Zapier or different tools that are available. Now it's almost like, you have the App Store. You have things like that for agents so that they can connect to one another. There are things like Claude now is offering a lot of options where within Claude you can connect to different things within your computer, different tools. So you can set it for different things. I have seen people who set up their agents to read their emails and send summaries of their emails to their WhatsApp, so they can just go and look at WhatsApp and get almost like a little newsletter about all of their different emails and what the AI thinks is urgent and not urgent. It can get pretty complicated at this point.
Okay, I need to try it, but how? And let's talk about it for a few seconds.
Okay.
How the Claude connect to my email account? It's just I need to put username and password inside?
Yes, so you need, depending on how you do it, you can find a connector that will, like Zapier or other connectors, that will go and essentially, come and bridge the two so that the two platforms can talk to each other. And depending on how you want to set it up, it can do different things. But the thing is that, again, you really need to start thinking about the permissions that you're giving and what you're allowing. So some things that we are starting to see being a suggestion is setting up a different computer, that's only going to have those connections and not also have passwords for things like your banking information.
It's a
right?
little bit risky, yeah.
It is, yes, it is. You want to be really thoughtful. And another thing that people are starting to do is if they have their kids playing around on their computers, they are giving them their own now, like Apple ID, let's say, or something like that, so that whatever they're doing cannot overlap with their personal profiles. So there are things you really need to start thinking about along those lines. Now, if you do that, then there's a whole nother layer, right? If you give your young child their own user ID, you want to make sure, in my opinion, that you can monitor what they're doing, right? But there's a lot you need to think about now. It's incredible because it can do so much for you. Like I was saying, for example, read your emails, give you summaries, suggest in your own voice responses, categorize them by urgency, tell you when something is due, put something directly from your email into your calendar and send an invite. I mean, it really gets pretty intense. And so one of the things I've been doing a lot now for clients is what I call AI systems architecture. Really, before you start doing all of these things with the agents, it is really wise to take kind of a 50,000-foot view, take a step back and think about what is the workflow you want, what are the things you want to connect, and have that plan before you just start connecting things. So I call that AI systems architecture.
Interesting.
Yes, I think so too. And it's fun and exciting. But again, really being mindful of the securities and the permissions, because last week we talked a bit about, you jumped so quickly in this week, it was a little out of our normal format.
Yeah, but I'm a person that looking for quick answers.
You're shaking it up. You're shaking it up. I like it. But last week we talked a little bit about, really starting to use AI for execution of things and take away friction. And now when you add agents, again, you really want to be aware of different permissions. What are you allowing, the different platforms to do? Because I was starting to say this OpenClaw thing, wow, first of all, so again, it's kind of like there's an app store within there, right, to allow you all different permissions. Like when you think about Google extensions, right? It's kind of like that. And so many of them are malicious and have way more, by default allowance to reach into different things in your computer, and you can't see them, right? If you just let it go, you can't see them. So it can get pretty intense. You really want to be thoughtful about it. Don't just start downloading things and plugging them in and letting them make all kinds of decisions for you. It can get pretty scary.
Okay, we will actually take care our security.
Okay.
Safety.
Good, yes, very important, very, very important. And, if you want to think about that, I know when I used to wait to download different patches from Microsoft and things like that, because I didn't want the computer I wanted to give people a chance to work out any kinks, but now they say it's really important to download those patches and the system updates when they're coming out. Don't wait.
Okay.
Don't wait.
Okay. What are we going to talk more today?
What more? So another thing that I really wanted to talk about a little bit is this idea. I don't know if you heard about this, how prompting for creating videos is getting so incredible. And there was this video that went viral. It was showing Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise fighting one another. It was put out by Seed Dance, which is a platform that's owned by the owners of TikTok. And it showed this really intensive fight scene between Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, but they were never there. It was just from prompting.
I'm using Grok a lot, and it's become improve every day. I take my friend, put it with Grok, and he make movie from them. And I heard there's a software that costs $2,000 AI software, so you can create 1 hour of movie by yourself.
Wow, wow. I know there are ones that are, you know, allowing a lot shorter clips and things. I'm sure that what you're saying is available is amazing. I haven't heard about that
$2,000,
one.
you can create your
Yeah.
own movie. It's unbelievable.
And I bet you in, you know, 3 months it's going to be $100, which is really crazy.
Yeah,
Because it's moving so fast.
I'm happy that Chinese little bit get inside of the field because they're giving better price for that. But it's not safe. I'm not going to buy anything Chinese that dealing with technology that connect to my computers. It's not safe. I don't know.
Yeah, you really need to start, you know, thinking about it very seriously and don't, that's part of what I'm, you know, really encouraging people to think about. It's very easy to get romanced into, I want the next thing, and I hear people talking about it and I'm going to go download it right away, but you really want to give it some time, make sure you understand the different permissions, that, you know, whatever you're downloading is using, things like that. It's really, really becoming more and more important every day because these tools just, they're touching everything, they're making decisions. It's amazing.
Okay, there's another thing we're going to talk about today.
What else do you want to talk about today?
I don't know.
I-
Let's talk about music. Do you know software that's doing music?
Oh gosh, I think Synthesia, is it? It's been a while since I've done music. I would need to look.
I tried to make advertise to the station through AI. It doesn't do the job yet. It's not completely good.
Yeah.
Not yet. It will be fine because I can hear the progress.
Yeah, we're getting there. It's definitely getting better.
And another thing, I'm sorry
Yeah.
that I interrupt.
Please.
I have an interview a few days ago on the station, and the sounds level was really, really bad. I think I talked with you about it. And I use the AI software that take all the noise, background noise was, I talked with all the DJ that I know. They said, there's nothing you can do. You can make it fine. So I go inside ChatGPT, tell him, listen, I have a problem with the sound. Listen to this, it sounds really bad. He told me, yeah, go to this software, download the software, put your audio inside this app, AI app, and it's actually clean all the interference from the interview. It sounds amazing. I was in shock. I was really in shock. It solved the problem.
That is amazing. And the fact that AI now can give you the guidance, right, so clearly on how to solve your problem and really walk you through it, I think is also really, really neat. That is something I love. And it's something we talked about before here, right? Where, like, if you want to ask it how to instruct it to do something, you just tell it what you want, and it will give instructions that it understands so much better. It's
Good.
really neat.
Good. We can say good afternoon to all the listeners also on the Facebook page, on the website, on the app. And you listen to the 107.1, 99.9 HD4. Gila, if somebody have a company, if I have a company, how can I connect you that you actually put me inside the AI world?
Okay, so first of all, I will tell you, I recently talked to you about the fact that I opened a new business that I'm so excited about called AI Experts for Business. And we are helping businesses with the automations, with getting more traffic to their current clients, and all kinds of really wonderful automations and things to make their lives easier, calling clients back more quickly, answering questions automatically, really, really neat stuff. So you can call me at 561-257-4551, 561-257-4551, and I can talk to you about the AI systems architecture or updates to your business. There's so much we can do with AI, and it's really, really exciting. Oh, and before I forget, on Saturday, I'm going to put this in the Facebook group. On Saturday, I will be one of the featured experts at a business, very intimate business opportunity where people can get some incredible feedback and implementation support on growing their businesses. There are going to be 6 experts. It's going to be amazing, and we're going to do work with everybody on their businesses. So check it out. I will put a promo code in the in the Facebook group as well.
Gila Liadato, she's an AI expert. You can listen to our show every Thursday, 5:35. Thank you very much, Gila Liadato.
Thank you. And one more thing, remember, we are starting the Voices of Impact series.
Correct.
We have an interview with a senior VP from El Al Airlines coming up on March 3rd. that we will-
El Al, yeah,
yes,
El Al,
yes.
El Al, the big company.
Big company. I'm really excited about that, and more to come on more incredible interviews.
Thank you very much, Gila Liadato. Have a nice weekend. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Toda.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
צלצולי פעמונים בתוך